track a position of again hinge. So earth is rotating west to east. Okay, so this is rotation. ಇದು rotation ಅಂತ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಆಮೇಲೆ if sun is there and earth is going around, this one entire cycle is called revolution. ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಈಸ್ಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತಾ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ರೀತಿ ಆರ್ಬಿಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. Now axis of earth. What is axis of earth? It is ನಾರ್ತ್ ಪೋಲ್ ಮತ್ತು ಸೌತ್ ಪೋಲ್ ಕನೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಅಟ್ ದ ಸೇಮ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಇದೆಯಾ, ಇದು ನಾರ್ತ್ ಪೋಲ್, ಓಕೆ, ಇದು ಸೌತ್ ಪೋಲ್. ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ಸೆಂಟರ್. ಸೊ ಆಲ್ ದೀಸ್ ತ್ರೀ ಲೈನ್ಸ್ ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ coincide. ಅದು ಆಕ್ಸಿಸ್ ಅಂತಾರೆ. ದ ಅರ್ತ್ ಇಸ್ ರೊಟೇಟಿಂಗ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅರ್ತ್ ಏನ್ ಹಿಂಗೆ ರೊಟೇಟ್ ಆಗತ್ತಲ್ಲ, ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ರೊಟೇಟಿಂಗ್ ಈ ರೀತಿ ಆಗತ್ತೆ ಅರೌಂಡ್ ದಿಸ್ ಆಕ್ಸಿಸ್. ಓಕೆ, at this axis it is rotating because see bicycle ಚಕ್ರ ಆಗಿರಬಹುದು, ಓಕೆ, ಬೈಕ್ ಚಕ್ರ ಆಗಿರಬಹುದು, ಏನಾಗಿರ್ತದೆ, there is one axis like this and around which it is rotating. ಓಕೆ, ಈ ರೀತಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. now ಇದನ್ನ ಹೇಳಿ, ಇದು horizontal plane. horizontal plane. ಓಕೆ, horizontal plane ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು, ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ 0 ಡಿಗ್ರಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಟಿಲ್ಟ್ ಏನೋ ಇರಂಗಿಲ್ಲ, ಈ ರೀತಿ ಪರ್ಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ಸಮ ಇರುವಂತ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರದೇಶ. ಓಕೆ, ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ horizontal plane is a imaginary plane for our understanding. now earth ದ equator plane ಏನಿದೆಯಲ್ಲ, ಇದು ನೋಡಿ, equator plane ಈ ರೀತಿ. ಓಕೆ, and this is what, this is vertical plane. vertical ಅಂದ್ರೆ it is perpendicular to horizontal planes. ಓಕೆ, ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಆಕ್ಚುಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ಡಿಗ್ರಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, 90 ಡಿಗ್ರಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಈ ರೀತಿ ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಸಿಗ್ನೇಚರ್ ಸೈನ್ ನೋಡಿರಿ, ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಸೈನ್ ನೋಡಿದಾಗ the line which is north south, that is vertical line. Okay, and which is east west, that is horizontal plane. but earth axis has tilted a bit. Yes, to it is tilted by how many degrees? 23.5. Okay, 23.5 to the vertical plane. ಅಂದ್ರೆ which is nearest ಅಲ್ಲ, 66 big number ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಅಷ್ಟೆಲ್ಲ ಬೇಡ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ vertical plane ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು, ನಾರ್ತ್ ಸೌತ್, ಎಕ್ಸಾಕ್ಟ್ ನಾರ್ತ್ ಸೌತ್ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಆಕ್ಸಿಸ್ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಹಿಂಗೆ ಬೆಂಡ್ ಇದೆ. ಸೊ ಅರ್ತ್ ಈಸ್ ರೊಟೇಟಿಂಗ್. ಈಗ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಯು ಸೀನ್ ಬುಗುರಿ? ಬುಗುರಿ ನೋಡಿರಿ, ಬುಗುರಿ ಆಡಿರಿ, ಈ ರೀತಿ ಕಟ್ ಹಿಂಗೆ ಹೋಗಿದ್ದೀವಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ನಾವು ಯು ಸಿ ವೆನೆವರ್ ಯು ಥ್ರೋ ದ ಬುಗುರಿ, ಓಕೆ, ಲೈಕ್ ದಿಸ್ ಆನ್ ದ ಗ್ರೌಂಡ್, ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಬುಗುರಿ ನೀವು ಯಾವ ನೆಲಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗಿದ್ದೀರಲ್ಲ, ಹೋಗೋದ್ ಕೂಡಲೇ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಈ ರೀತಿ ರೊಟೇಟ್ ಆಗ್ತಿರ್ತದೆ, ಓವರ್ ಆಗ್ತಿರುತ್ತೆ. ದೆನ್ ವೆನ್ ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಸ್ಟೇಬಲೈಸ್, ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ become vertical. after some time when the speed reduces, again it becomes andre oval agate, oval akonda it will fall off. now imagine, okay, when earth had formed, okay, maybe it was wobbling like this, okay, and now it has attained some momentum and it is stable to some extent. maybe after billions of years it may become vertical also, and again after becoming vertical it can become again inclined, and then it may roll like Uranus also. Howda, what is Uranus doing? The axis is tilted by 98 degrees like this. Is 28 degrees, it is fine. Uranus is almost like this and it is rolling this way on the elliptical plane. Elliptical plane ಆ ರೀತಿ rotate ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. earth ಏನಿದೆಯಲ್ಲ, earth's axis ಏನಿದೆ, axis ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು, the imaginary line which passes through north pole, center of the earth and south pole is tilted. Okay, from vertical plane by 23 and half degrees. ತಿಳಿದ 23 and half degrees. Okay, so if this is 23, this will be 66 and half degrees. ಇದು ಅರ್ಥ ಆಕ್ಸಿಸ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ. So ಈಗ let's first see how. Okay, this is sun. sun ನೋಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ನಿಮಗೂ ಮಜಾ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಸರ್ sun ನೋಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಚಂದ ತೆಗಿತಾರ ಅನ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. Okay, this is what I can draw. Now what is the elliptical orbit? This way as the but let's not draw it that way. I will tell you the reason. ಈ ರೀತಿನ ಒಂದು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಡಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡ ಇದು still it did not come out nice, but still it is okay. So ಈಗ ನೋಡಿ, what is this axis pointing towards? Pole star ಅಂತ. Okay, you know, pole star or north star, both are fine. Okay, pole star, the axis is always tilting towards pole star. Pole star ಅಂತ ಒಂದು ಸ್ಟಾರ್ ಐತಿ. It is seen that Earth's axis is always pointing towards pole star or north star. So ಈಗ ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ, once the axis is fixed, even when it is rotating, the axis will be always tilted towards pole star. ಇಷ್ಟು ನೀವು ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. So ಈಗ ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ, now let's say earth is here, earth ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೆ. This is vertical plane, but this is the axis. So okay, fine. Okay, no issue. ಈ ರೀತಿ ರೊಟೇಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತಲ್ಲ, ಆಂಟಿ ಕ್ಲಾಕ್ ವೈಸ್ ರೊಟೇಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತಲ್ಲ. So when it rotates anti clockwise, let's take that. Okay, let this be vertical plane, and let this be axis. ಈ ರೀತಿ axis ಅಂತ ತಗೊಳ್ಳೋಣ. Okay, even now it is tilted 23.5 degree only. ಈಗ ನೋಡಿ, before you understand this, ಈಗ ಸರ್ಕಲ್ ಇದೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸನ್ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, these rays are coming like this, falling. Now if it is perfectly vertical ಇದೆ, ಎಲ್ಲಾ ಕಡೆ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಸನ್ರೈಸ್ ಬೀಳುತ್ತಾ. Now just imagine, okay, the same extended version here. Now the spherical is here, ಅಂದ್ರೆ earth ಇದೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ sun ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, and his rays are coming falling like this. Just imagine it has tilted a bit like this. Axis ಏನಾಗಿದೆ, built. Now this is equator, northern hemisphere, southern hemisphere. So when the axis used to be straight vertical, then both northern hemisphere and southern hemisphere will receive what? Equal amount of sunlight, sun rays. Okay, but whenever it is tilted, what is happening? Whenever it is tilted towards sun, northern hemisphere is experiencing more sun, but southern hemisphere is receiving less sunlight or not? Correct? This is what is happening there. Okay, ಈಗ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಇದನ್ನ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇಮ್ಯಾಜಿನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. Now earth ಇಲ್ಲಿದ್ದಾಗ ಈಗ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, this is March. This is March 21st ಮಾರ್ಚ್ 21 ಮಾರ್ಚ್ 21 ಇದ್ದಾಗ ಏನಿರ್ತದೆ the axis is not pointing towards the sun nor away from the sun ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ see sun is here okay if it is pointing towards the sun then only northern hemisphere will increase have more sunrise okay southern hemisphere will have less sunrise but now what is happening when earth is in March 21st okay the sun appears to be on equator okay ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡ್ರಿ ಇದು ಸರ್ಕಲ್ ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಣ ಇದು ನಾರ್ತ್ ಸೌತ್ ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಈಕ್ವೇಟರ್ ಹೌದಾ ಇದು ಈಕ್ವೇಟರ್ ಇದು ನಾರ್ತ್ ಪೋಲ್ ಇದು ಸೌತ್ ಪೋಲ್ ಈಗ ವರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ ಅಂತೂ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಲ್ಲ ವರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ ಇಲ್ಲ whenever it is rotating sun is always at one point he is not moving only earth is moving whenever earth is moving just imagine this phone is earth sun and earth is standing here okay ಏನಾಗ್ತಿದೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡ್ರಿ axis ಹಿಂಗ್ tilted it will remain tilted this way it will never change andre the axis is always pointing towards north star now imagine here is earth this is sun see now is it pointing towards sun or away from sun neither so this axis when earth is at March 21st position what is happening the axis is neither pointing towards the sun north pole is neither facing the sun nor southern hemisphere is faced away from sun both northern hemisphere and southern hemisphere experience equal amount of sun rays okay andre these position whenever sun is here apparently ಅಂತ ಎದಕ್ಕಂತಾರೆ ಅದನ್ನ ಹೇಳ್ತೇನೆ apparently when the sun's position is at equator okay so that time it is March 21st ಮತ್ತೆ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಡೇಟ್ ಯಾವುದು ಸೆಪ್ಟೆಂಬರ್ 23 September 23 so these two dates these are called equinoxes ಏನು equinox ಅಂತ ಎದಕ್ಕೆ ಹೇಳ್ರಿ equinox ಅಂತಾರೆ ಯಾಕಂತಂದ್ರೆ the sun is directly over equator and both northern hemisphere and southern hemisphere are receiving equal amount of sun rays so whenever earth is here okay whenever earth is here and earth is this position okay see again axis is pointing towards this way so don't think earth have drawn bigger than sun okay just for your more clarification what is happening here it is September 23 so this because here ಅದನ್ನ ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ sun is moving northward okay ಆ ಟೈಪ್ ಆಮೇಲೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದಾಗ sun will be moving southward so equinoxes ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು sun is always at the overhead at the equator if you go on the equator and during March 21st and September 23 ಏನಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಹೋಗಿ ನೀವು ಹೊರಗಡೆ ನಿಂತು ಈ ರೀತಿ ಮ್ಯಾಲ್ ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ sun will be exactly overhead on equator so like that throughout the year throughout different places on the earth he will be overhead at on different days okay on India maybe in June 10 he is overhead in India okay so ಈ ರೀತಿ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ this is September 23 this is March 21st these are called equinoxes then there are two more cases that is see here again earth axis is tilted this way this is northern hemisphere this is southern hemisphere this is again northern hemisphere southern hemisphere here also it is northern hemisphere and southern hemisphere here also when earth is at this position see now it is northern hemisphere and southern hemisphere ಮಾರ್ಚ್ ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಯಾವ ಮಂತ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಡೇಟ್ ಯಾವುದು ಜೂನ್ ಜೂನ್ 21st June 21st ಇದ್ದಾಗ now tell me where is the axis of earth pointing towards sun. So whenever the axis of earth is pointing towards sun, northern hemisphere is facing towards sun or not? So directly more sun rays is falling on northern hemisphere or not? Okay, so maximum sun rays are falling in northern hemisphere. That is why we start experiencing summer in northern hemisphere. Since the southern hemisphere is pointing away from sun, ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಸನ್ಲೈಟ್ ಬೀಳ್ತಿರಲ್ಲ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ these southern hemisphere will experience what? Winters. Okay, so ಈ ರೀತಿ ಇದ್ದಾಗ whenever the axis is pointing towards sun during June 21 and northern hemisphere is experiencing summer and southern hemisphere is experiencing winter, this position is called summer solstice. Okay, solstice ಅಂತಾರೆ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ here the sun is not on equator, he is on what? Tropic of Cancer. Tropic of Cancer ಮೇಲೆ sun ಇರ್ತಾನೆ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ maximum rays are falling towards this. Okay, ಅಂದ್ರೆ when you why Tropic of Cancer comes in picture, that also I will tell. Let's come to this period. After December 23, what is the date here? December 22. December 22 ಆದಾಗ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, just see where the axis of earth is tilting. It is tilting away from sun or what? See here, it is tilting away from sun. Now tell me which hemisphere is receiving more sunlight? Southern hemisphere. ಅಂದ್ರೆ southern hemisphere ಗೆ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ maximum heat ಬರ್ತಾ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, but northern hemisphere very less heat is touching. That is why December, this month, so are we experiencing winter or not? And do you see sun rising late and setting early? Days will become shorter and nights will become longer in winters because of this reason only, because sunlight is not reaching many areas. That is why we will see that nights are longer in winter and days are shorter in winter. When we talk about summer, okay, what is happening? Since our area means we are in northern hemisphere, that is why I am calling it our area. Whenever we are in northern hemisphere and we are experiencing summer, what is happening? We are receiving maximum sun rays. That time when we are receiving maximum sun rays, days will become longer. That is why summer olaga, whenever we have lot of time to sleep, okay, our mothers will not let us sleep. Here beligege jaldi ಹೇಳು, but we feel that holiday is at least we should sleep. But during winters, when we actually want to sleep because if it is very cold, what is happening? We have to forcibly wake up. Though it is night, even if it is at 7 o'clock, we feel that just it is 6:30, 6 o'clock ಆಗಿರಬಹುದು ಅಂತ ಅನಿಸ್ತಾ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. These are the reasons. This is the reason for why northern hemisphere experiences different seasons, when southern hemisphere is experiencing different seasons. Okay, both are experiencing opposites. So now tell me, Christmas in northern hemisphere will be during which season? Winter. But if you see celebration of Christmas in Australia, it is in summer, there is no snow. That Santa Claus is sweating like this. Because see, it is summer in Australia, so obviously he cannot wear winter clothes and come. He will come in shorts. Santa Claus will come in what? Shorts, because there is summer in Australia. They also follow Christianity, right? But in America and Europe, what is there? Winter, and it is snowing heavily in winter. That is why what is happening? Santa Claus is coming in that red and white woolen clothes. Okay, because it's very cold there. But you can't expect the same thing in Australia. He may come in shorts and tank tops and everything. Understood? So ಈಗ ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತಾ seasons ಎದಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗ್ತಾವ ಅಂತ? Did you imagine this is the case till today? No. Okay, ಇದೇನಾಗುತ್ತೆ summer solstice ಅಂತ. But when we come here, okay, what is northern hemisphere experiencing? Winter. Northern hemisphere away, pointing away from sun, that is why winter. So that is why it is called winter solstice. ತಿಳಿತಾ? solstice ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? It is a position of the axis which is moving away from sun, and sun is apparently seen at Tropic of Capricorn. Okay, Tropic of Capricorn ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಆಯ್ತಾ? So when we draw the entire earth picture like now, okay, see ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? So this is 0 degree, huh? So this is 23.5 degree. This is 66.5 degree. This is again 23.5. This is 66.5. This is in northern hemisphere. Now this is
Sir, actually, our place India comes in between southern and northern hemisphere, right?
no. We are in northern hemisphere completely. Our southernmost point, ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು ಇಂಡಿಯಾ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಅಂತ ಏನಂತಾರಲ್ಲ, ಇವನ್ ಅಂಡಮಾನ್ ನಿಕೋಬಾರದಲ್ಲಿ ಇಂದಿರಾ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಅಂತ ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ, that is the southernmost point of Indian territory. That is at 8 degree north. 8 degree north means the southernmost tip of our country's territory is in the northern hemisphere only. So the entire country is in northern hemisphere like that. That is why we have distinct seasons. Okay, some countries are the equators. Equatorally,
Our India is having a diverse climate.
Huh.
Subtropic.
Subtropical ಅಂತಾರೆ. I will tell you the reason. ಎದಕ್ಕೆ subtropical ಅಂತಾರೆ, tropical ಎದಕ್ಕೆ ಅಂತಾರೆ, all those things I will tell. But now you have to understand sun ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಮೂವ್ ಆಗತ್ತನ್ನ. So ಈಗ ಏನಾಗ್ತಿರುತ್ತೆ, now see ಈ ಪೊಸಿಷನ್ ಇದ್ದಾಗ sun is at equator, that is why 0 degree. When ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಈ ರೀತಿ ಅರ್ಥ ಮೂವ್ ಆಗುತ್ತಲ್ಲ, ಸಿ ದ ಸನ್ ದ ರೇಸ್ ಏನಾಗತ್ತವು, ಮ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿಮಮ್ ರೇಸ್ ಏನಿರ್ತಾವಲ್ಲ, ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಮ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿಮಮ್ ರೇಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ರಿಸೀವ್ ಆಗ್ತಾವಲ್ಲ, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ವೇರ್ ಓವರ್ ಹೆಡ್ ಸನ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ ನಾವು. ಆಲ್ ಅದರ್ ಪ್ಲೇಸಸ್ ರೇಸ್ ಆರ್ ಫಾಲಿಂಗ್ ಇನ್ ಅ ಸ್ಲ್ಯಾಂಟ್ ಮ್ಯಾನರ್. ಸೊ ವೆನ್ ಎವರ್ ಸ್ಲ್ಯಾಂಟ್ ಮ್ಯಾನರ್ದಾಗ ಇದು ರೇಸ್ ಫಾಲ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ದ ಸೇಮ್ ಲೈಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಸ್ಪ್ರೆಡ್ ಇನ್ ಟು ಲಾರ್ಜರ್ ಏರಿಯಾ. ಓಕೆ, ಐ ವಿಲ್ ಟೆಲ್ ಯು ದ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆರಿಮೆಂಟ್. What is this? Torch. What is this? Torch. Okay. So ಇದರ vertical ಆಗಿ ಇಡಿ, ಟೇಬಲ್ ಮೇಲೆ. Now see, ಈ ಟೇಬಲ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಈ ರೀತಿ ರೌಂಡ್ ಇದು ಏರಿಯಾ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Say the diameter is 10 cm. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅದರ ಏರಿಯಾ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು ನೀವು. Now tilt this torch by some degrees, say 45 degree. Okay, 45 degree tilt ಮಾಡಿ, then you ಈ ರೀತಿ ಬೀಳುತ್ತೆ, ಈ ರೀತಿ ಬೀಳುತ್ತೆ. The sun ಏನು ಏರಿಯಾ ಇರುತ್ತಲ್ಲ, it will increase like this. Understood? See the area difference. What is the energy coming out of torch? Is it same or not? Means when you turn on while holding it vertical, ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು, ಅದನ್ನ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಸೀದಾ ಈ ರೀತಿ ಹಿಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ನಾವು ಟಾರ್ಚ್ ಆನ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ smaller circle is forming. So the same amount of solar energy is falling in smaller area. So each unit area, ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು, each unit area ಅಂತ when we consider 1 centimeter square circles ನಾವು consider ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ, don't you think each area is receiving more energy? Here the same amount of energy is coming, but it is covering larger area. Maybe the diameter is what, say 20 centimeter square, 20 centimeter. When the diameter increases, the same amount of energy is distributed to larger area. ಇಲ್ಲಿನೂ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇರೋದು ಅದೇನೆ. Whenever the ಏನಾಗ್ತಾ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಈ ಪೊಸಿಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬೀಳ್ತಾರಲ್ಲ, ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಮ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿಮಮ್ ಸನ್ರೈಸ್ ಬೀಳ್ತಿರತ್ತಲ್ಲ, that is considered as overhead sun. So ಇಲ್ಲಿದ್ದಾಗ ಮಾರ್ಚ್ ಇದ್ದಾಗ equinox ಇದ್ದಾಗ sun is always at the equator. Maximum rays are falling on what? Equator. When earth moves this way around the sun in anti-clockwise direction, when he moves here, since earth tilt is fixed, earth tilt fix ಆಗಿದೆ, axis fix ಆಗಿದೆ, ಈ ರೀತಿ ಮೂವ್ ಆದಾಗ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, see northern hemisphere starts facing. So that is why maximum rays are received at what? Tropic of Cancer. That is why this 23.5 degree differentiation comes. When in June 21st maximum rays are received where? This area. Okay, this is what?
From India is from 8 degree to 23 and a half.
ಹೌದು. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾರ್ಚ್ ಟು ಜೂನ್ ಸಮ್ಮರ್, ಹೈಯೆಸ್ಟ್ ಸಮ್ಮರ್, and again from June to September summer. So almost 6 months of summer because we are between Tropic of Cancer and equator. That is why not entire India is within Tropic of Cancer. Only southern India from Madhya Pradesh, Gujarat, all these things are in between Tropic of Cancer and
Some part of
equator. Northern states like Rajasthan, northern Madhya Pradesh, Himachal, Kashmir, UP, Bihar, northeastern states, all these are where? They are above Tropic of Cancer. Okay, and that is also reason why summer sometimes is like winter is very ಏನಂದ್ರೆ ಸಿವಿಯರ್ ಆ ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ದೇರ್ ಇಸ್ ಅದರ್ ರೀಸನ್, ಕಾಂಟಿನೆಂಟಾಲಿಟಿ ಅಂತ ಒಂದು ರೀಸನ್ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಕಾಂಟಿನೆಂಟಾಲಿಟಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನಂತ ಹೇಳ್ದೆ ನಾನು, ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಆನ್ ದ ಟಾಪಿಕ್ ಆಫ್ ಫಿಸಿಕಲ್ ಜೋಗ್ರಫಿ.
Why sir? The Himalaya is.
Again, that is our imagination. Yes, that is also one reason. Cold winds are flowing down from Himalayas. That is one reason. But there is one more prominent reason why those areas get very cold. I will tell you. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, maximum rays are falling where? On Tropic of Cancer. That is why ಇಲ್ಲಿ March 21st and ಯಾವ್ದಿರುತ್ತೆ September 23. Correct? So maximum rays are falling where? Here. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವಾಗ June 21st. That is what? June 21st is what? International longest day. No, it is not. It is International Yoga Day. Why June 21st is chosen is because exactly on that day maximum rays are falling on where? India, and that is 21st and Tropic of Cancer is the reason, and we feel that yoga. Okay, yoga says ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಆಯುರ್ವೇದ ಯೋಗ ಎಲ್ಲ ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾವ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ sun is the source of all the energy, okay, all the life on earth. That is why we hold him at the highest respect, and since India follows yoga meticulously and it's very popular here, that is why International Yoga Day was started being celebrated on June 21st, because we receive maximum sun rays during June 21st. And then here December 22. Understood? Maximum sun rays ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಬರ್ತಾವ. ವರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ ಸನ್ ರೇಸ್ ಬರೋದು ಹಾಗೆ ಸೀಸನ್ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗೋದು ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತಾ. ಇದು ಈಕ್ವಿನಾಕ್ಸಸ್. This is called vernal equinox. This is called autumnal. Autumnal equinox and vernal equinox. Solstice ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಏನಕ್ಕೆ ಅಂತೀವಿ ನಾವು? Why? What is the meaning of word solstice? Solstice ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು?
Sir, from December.
December to March.
Equator 0. March 21 to.
March 21 and not 2. March 21 and September 23, the sun will be directly overhead on equator. All other days, either it will be a northward of this or southward of this. Because Earth is not stopping at March 21 here only, no? It will keep moving. Okay, our calendar will keep rolling. Whenever our Earth is moving, see March 21 ಅಂದರೆ ಈ ಕಡೆ ಮೂವ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಸದರ್ನ್ ಹೆಮಿಸ್ಫಿಯರ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಈ ರೀತಿ ಸನ್ ರೇಸ್ ಈ ರೀತಿ ಮೇಲೆ ಹೋಗ್ತಾವೆ. And that is why after June 21st maximum sun rays are coming here. Then June 21st ಆಗನ ಈ ಪೊಸಿಷನ್ ಮೂವ್ ಆಗ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Again sun will start going down like this, and again September 23 he is at equator. Then he will continue his southern movement and till December 22. December 22, where is he? He is in Tropic of Capricorn. Okay. Again, after reaching this point, he won't go southern. Most, like 23 and a half is the latest. Farthest south he can go. After that, he will not go. ಅಲ್ಲಿಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು ಇವಾಗ ಸನ್ರೈಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿಗಿಂತ ಕೆಳಗಡೆ ಹೋಗಂಗಿಲ್ಲ ಮ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿಮಮ್ ಸನ್ರೈಸ್. ಸೊ ಅಗೇನ್ ನಾರ್ತ್ವರ್ಡ್ ಮೂವ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಸನ್ ಬಿಗಿನ್ಸ್. ತಿಳಿತಾ? ನಿಮ್ಮ ಶಾಲೆಯೊಳಗೆ ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಉತ್ತರಾಯಣ ದಕ್ಷಿಣಾಯಣ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರಿ ಯಾವಾಗ? ಕ್ರಿಸ್ತ ಶಕ ಉತ್ತರಾಯಣ ದಕ್ಷಿಣಾಯಣ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರಿ. ಪಂಚಾಂಗ ಓದಿರ್ತಾರೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾ? ಇವತ್ತಿನ ಪಂಚಾಂಗ ಕನ್ನಡ ಸರಿ ಕೇಳಿಲ್ಲ ನೀವು? ಸೊ ಯು ಆರ್ ನಾಟ್ ಸ್ಟಡಿಡ್ ಇನ್ ಕನ್ನಡ ಸ್ಕೂಲ್ಸ್ ಐ ಗೆಸ್. ನೋ, ಓಕೆ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಆಕ್ಚುಲಿ ಕನ್ನಡ ಸ್ಕೂಲ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಓದಿದವ್ರಿಗೆ ಏನಂತಾರೆ ಉತ್ತರಾಯಣ ದಕ್ಷಿಣಾಯಣ ಅಂತ ಅಂತಾರೆ. ಉತ್ತರಾಯಣ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ಡಿಸೆಂಬರ್ 21st ಟಿಲ್ ಜೂನ್ 21st the sun is in the northward movement. That is why it is called Uttarayana. Means the sun is moving in the northern direction. Northern direction move ಆಗ್ತಿರ್ತಾನೆ. ದಕ್ಷಿಣಾಯನ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ಜೂನ್ 21st whenever we are reading Panchanga we call it Dakshinayana because after June 21st sun will start moving southwards from Tropic of Cancer to Tropic of Capricorn. Okay, this is what is Uttarayana and Dakshinayana. Now this phenomena ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿಲ್ಲ? ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? ನಥಿಂಗ್, ನೋ ಡೌಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲ. ವೈ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಟಿಲ್ಟೆಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ನಂತರ ಜಿಯಾಲಜಿಸ್ಟ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಸೈಂಟಿಸ್ಟ್ ಬಿಡೋಣ. ಟಿಲ್ಟೆಡ್ ರೀಸನ್ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ, ಬಟ್ ಅದು ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಹೌ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್. ಅದನ್ನು ನಾವು ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. ಈಕ್ವಿನಾಕ್ಸಸ್ ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತಾ? ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ವರ್ಡ್ ಮೀನಿಂಗ್ ಸಾಲಿಸ್ಟಿಕ್ಸ್?
An entire day is experiencing sunlight or darkness.
No, that is not solstice. Means whenever there is maximum difference between day and night, that is a So now tell me, in summer solstice, days are longer or nights are longer?
Nights are long.
Summer solstice, summer ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ? ಬೇಗ ಬೆಳಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಲೇಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಸನ್ಸೆಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಬೇಗ ಸನ್ರೈಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಲೇಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಸನ್ಸೆಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. That is why it is days are longer and nights are short. Okay, days are around 13.5 hours. Nights are around 10.5 hours. Okay, in winter what happens? Opposite happens. Nights are longer. Nights are going beyond 12 hours. Say 13.5 hours. Days are shorter. See, ಈಗ ನೋಡಿ ಟೈಮ್ ಎಷ್ಟಾಗಿದೆ? It is just 5:15, 5:20. Okay, we feel that it is already 6:30. Correct? So that is the reason. December month ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೀವಿ. That is why we are seeing experiencing winter solstice. December 21st is nearing. ಹೌದಲ್ಲ? December 22 is nearing. We will be experiencing winter solstice, where nights are longest and days are shortest. Whenever there is a difference, solstice ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? Maximum difference between day and night. ಇದ್ದಾಗ whether nights can be longer or days can be longer, but a difference maximum ಇದ್ದಾಗ solstice ಅಂತೀವಿ. Depending on the season, it is summer solstice or winter solstice. ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತಾ? So now, land of midnight sun ಅಂತ ಯಾವ ಕಂಟ್ರಿ ಕರೀತಾರ? Alaska. Yes, some parts of Alaska also. But land of midnight sun ಅಂತ ಯಾರಿಗೆ ಕರೀತಾರೆ? ಹುಡುಕಾಡ್ರಿ, just search land of midnight sun. This is also very interesting. Midnight sun. Sir, midnight sun ಇದೆಂತದ ಸರ್? ನೀವು ರಾತ್ರಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಸುರ ಅಂತ ಸರ್, ಸುಳ್ಳು ಏನನ್ನ ಹೇಳಬೇಡ ಸರ್ ಅಂತ ಅನ್ನಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಡಿ. Okay, I'll tell you why midnight sun concept will come.
full day now.
Yeah.
One of the very few locations where sunset merges into sunrise.
Yes.
With no darkness in between.
ಈಗ ನೋಡಿ ಸಿ ದಿಸ್ ಆಕ್ಸಸ್ ಸಾಲಿಸ್ಟೈಸಸ್ ನಾವು ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ ಮ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿಮಮ್ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಬಿಟ್ವೀನ್ ಡೇ ಅಂಡ್ ನೈಟ್ ಸೇಮ್ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ಸ್ ಸಿ ವೆನ್ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಡಿಸ್ಕಸಿಂಗ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಅಬೌಟ್ ಟ್ರಾಪಿಕಲ್ subtropical areas tropical and subtropical areas we experience solstices but there are places on earth which will experience midnight sun ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಜಗತ್ತಲ್ಲಿ ಇಂಥ ಪ್ಲೇಸಸ್ ಇದಾವು ಎಲ್ಲಿ ರಾತ್ರಿ 12 ಗಂಟೆಗೂ ಸೂರ್ಯ ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತಾನೆ ಯಾವ ಅಂತ ಪ್ಲೇಸಸ್ ಅಪ್ಪ ಈಗ ಒಂದು ಉದಾಹರಣೆ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಸಮ್ಮರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಓಕೆ ವೆನ್ ನಾರ್ದರ್ನ್ ಹೆಮಿಸ್ಫಿಯರ್ ಇಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೀರಿಯನ್ಸಿಂಗ್ ಸಮ್ಮರ್ ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಣ ನಾರ್ದರ್ನ್ ಹೆಮಿಸ್ಫಿಯರ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಇದು ಸದರ್ನ್ ಹೆಮಿಸ್ಫಿಯರ್ ಯಾಕಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಹಾಫ್ ಫುಲ್ ಸ್ಪಿಯರ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ನಾರ್ತ್ ಆಫ್ ಈಕ್ವೇಟರ್ ಇಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ನಾರ್ದರ್ನ್ ಹೆಮಿಸ್ಫಿಯರ್ ಓಕೆ south of equator is called southern hemisphere whenever the sun is shining at tropic of cancer okay tropic of cancer ಮೇಲೆ shine ಮಾಡುವಾಗ sun rays will reach even north pole okay north pole reach ಆಗ್ತಿರುತ್ತೆ for at least half of this journey see half journey this axis is always tilting towards sun or what? See this axis from March 21st, whenever it starts journey, the axis is tilting towards north, sun always or what? That is why for 6 long months, only day in polar and polar regions. ಇದು ನೋಡಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಸಿ ಇದನ್ನ ಅದನ್ನ ಕನ್ಫ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಟಿಲ್ಟ್ ಹೆಂಗಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಸಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ರೀತಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ದಿಸ್ ವಿಲ್ ನಾಟ್ ಟಿಲ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಚೇಂಜಿಂಗ್ ಲೈಕ್ ದಿಸ್ ಬಟ್ ಅರ್ತ್ ಇಸ್ ಮೂವಿಂಗ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಹಿಯರ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಈ ಪ್ಲೇನ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು ಪ್ಲೇನ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಈ ರೀತಿ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಸನ್
It is moving ahead.
ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಮೂವಿಂಗ್ ಲೈಕ್ ದಿಸ್ ಸಿ ನೌ ಹಿಯರ್ ದ ಅರ್ತ್ ಇಸ್ ಹಿಯರ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟಿಂಗ್ ಟುವರ್ಡ್ಸ್ ಸನ್ ಅಟ್ ಆಲ್ if it is coming here is it pointing towards sun a little bit is it pointing towards sun a little bit when it is here it is completely pointing and till it comes here it is pointing towards sun or not so 6 months a day is experienced in where which part polar regions okay above 66 and half degree whenever the earth is between March 21st and September 23 the earth axis is always tilting towards sun that is why for 6 long months the northern polar region okay which is above 66 and half degree latitude okay until that the entire 6 months there is day in northern hemisphere then what is the condition for southern hemisphere in that during that journey 6 months night really don't laugh you will not see sun at all
So, but here Earth will be rotating as well.
rotating but still whenever it is rotating right sun rays are reaching only till 66 and half degrees Celsius above 66 and half degree whatever places are there, right they are not at all if you go and stay in Alaska now okay now you may experience 6 long months because you are here you are here because you will be experiencing day after 21st March if you are still in Alaska you will only see night you will never see sun above the horizon andre horizon andre if you see like this if you see the sun rising he has come above horizon that is why you are able to see the sun okay if you are able to see light yet you are not able to see the sun then it is always below horizon and you will always experience dark even days are dark for 6 months understood imagine the condition ಅಲ್ಲೇನಾಗ್ತದೆ. ಸೊ ವೆನ್ ಅರ್ತ್ ಕಮ್ಸ್ ಹಿಯರ್, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡ್ರಿ, ದ axis is tilting away from sun for 6 months. away from sun 6 months ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಈ ರೀತಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ southern hemisphere is facing what? Sun. See, southern hemisphere is facing sun. So continuously 6 months day in southern hemisphere. Okay, ಇಲ್ಲಿ 6 months night, because rays are reaching only till 66 and half degree.
So, but how we are working like this?
Working anaka ali the population is so scarce, they have got adopted, and even you will not find much plant resources there. Whatever vegetation is there, it is in and above or below 66 and half, that's all. Not further away till polar regions. You will only find tundra regions. Andre ferns, so some whenever there is 6 months sunlight alla, that time those plants will grow. After 4 months, when the sun is gone, they die off. Only they will wait for next summer only. 6 months everything is barren land. It is only covered with ice. That is why they get frozen. Because there is no sunlight, it is not melting. It keeps growing during winters. The rice in the polar region. When 6 months summer is there, that time they keep melting. Understood? ಇದು ಒಂದು reason. Actually, ಇದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಮೊದಲು ನಾನು ನಿಮಗೆ ಏನಂತಾರೆ, I should have told you what is latitude, longitude ಹೇಳಬೇಕಿತ್ತು, but